The ego is frightened by death because ego is part of the incarnation and ends with it. That's why we learn to identify with our soul, as the soul continues after death. With its soul, death is just another movement. Watch how your mind judges. Judgment comes in part out of our own fear. You judge other people because you're not comfortable in your own being. By judging, you find out where you stand in relation to other people. The judging mind is very divisive. It separates. Separation closes your heart. If you close your heart to someone, you're perpetuating your suffering and theirs. Shifting out of judgment means learning to appreciate your predicament and their predicament with an open heart instead of judging. Then you can allow yourself and others to just be without separation. True compassion arises out of the plane of consciousness where I am you. We are all just walking each other home. Souls love. That's what souls do. Egos don't, but souls do. Become a soul. Look around, and you'll be amazed. All the beings around you are souls. Be one. See one. When many people have this heart connection, then we will know that we are all one. We human beings, all over the planet, we will be one. One love. And don't leave out the animals and trees and clouds and galaxies. It's all one. It's one energy. Our energy is more deeply involved in life and yet less attracted to it. The game is not about becoming somebody. It's about becoming nobody. If you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family. When someone we love dies, we get so busy mourning what died that we ignored what didn't. Ask yourself, where am I? Answer, here. Ask yourself, what time is it? Answer, now. Say it until you can hear it. All you can do for another person is to be in an environment in which if they wanted to come up for air, they could. The intellect is a beautiful servant, but a terrible master. Intellect is the power tool of our separateness. The intuitive, compassionate heart is the doorway to our unity. The sooner one develops compassion in this journey, the better. Compassion lets us appreciate that each individual is doing what he or she must do, and that there is no reason to judge another person or yourself. You merely do what you do to further your own awakening. When you're completely identified with your thinking mind, you are totally separate from everything else in the universe. After meditating for some years, I began to see the patterns of my own behavior. As you quiet your mind, you become to see the nature of your own resistance more clearly, struggles, inner dialogues, the way in which you procrastinate and develop passive resistance against life. As you cultivate the witness, things change. You don't have to change them. things just change. Suffering lets us see where our attachments are, and that helps us get free. The most exquisite paradox: as soon as you give it all up, you can have it all. As long as you want power, you can't have it. The minute you don't want power, you'll have more than you ever dreamed possible. The heart surrenders everything to the moment. The mind judges and holds back. In most of human relationships, we spend much of our time reassuring one another that our costumes of identity are on straight. When we see the beloved in each person, it's like walking through a garden, watching flowers bloom all around us. I would like my life to be a statement of love and compassion, and when it isn't, that's where my work lies. As long as you have certain desires about how it ought to be, you can't see how it is. Everything changes once we identify with being the witness to the story instead of the actor in it. The universe is made up of experiences that are designed to burn out your attachment, your clinging to pleasure, to pain, to fear, to all of it. And as long as there's a place where you're vulnerable, the universe will find a way to confront you with it. It's very hard to grow because it's difficult to let go of the models of ourself in which we invested so heavily. Each person tells you who they think they are and who they think you are.